Welcome back, everybody, back to Battle for Indiana. Our next matchup here is Purdue versus IU, a classic matchup. Obviously, a very exciting one for me, myself, as a Purdue Boilermaker. We got the Boilermakers versus the Hoosiers, always very tense. Bloody rivalry, centuries old. We're going to be getting into this one. Just to get over the rosters real quick, we got Plain, Duck, and Enchanted versus Mist, Pablo, and Hydrus. So this will be a fun one. We already saw Indiana play earlier today. They beat their satellite campus school, IUPUI, in 3-1 fashion in the first game of the day. So I believe winner of this moves up to winners finals to play Ball State, who looked really dominant in that last series against Purdue Northwest. So let's see what they bring against each other here.
I mean, personally, we always have the losers bracket, so there is a chance that one of them could end up coming back. Although, as we come in, as we start into the game here, we're seeing, two very strong teams come up against each other. I think we could see a very fair match coming out here, unlike what we saw with Ball State. As we're going out here immediately, we have Plain sending it up. MSP is already there, playing the aerial game strong. We have Pablo off the back wall there. Duck is now on the return. He's sending it back, although we get one from Pablo. Hydrus is sending it right towards the back wall goal. Plain up off of it, and he sends it right back on the corner to Hydrus. Enchanted, he sends it towards middle. MST has a great shot, and he bumps Enchanted at the same time. Hydrus now in the back line, ready to send it towards their goal again. He gets it off the wall around Enchanted, although Plain does get a demo onto Hydrus. At this point, it's a back and forth game, and I'm not really sure where we see any weaknesses here.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a feel out for this game one. These teams haven't played each other, not these variations of these rosters. Obviously, Purdue and IU match up every once in a while in the different organizations they play in, different series brackets, But for this one, it looks like right now Mist is going to try to take this one. Actually leaves it for Pablo. Pablo going to pop this one up, looking for a teammate. Mist all the way up, going to try to look for a double off the ceiling. Doesn't get it. Hydrus with a good challenge in, but Enchanted on it now, passing out the Plain. Good cut off by Pablo. It's going to fall out to the midfield, and Hydrus going to kick it to the sidewall. And it's going to reset here all the way to Enchanted. Enchanted to play to his corner. Bit of a mix-up right now. Communication not looking the best, and low boost here for the Purdue team. A demo is going to be really going to hinder the ability for this Purdue team to move up the field. And it looks like some good sustained offensive pressure here from Indiana early.
I mean, the amount of demos that are already in this game, I think we're going to see as many points in demos as we do in goals. Hydrus is sending it up. Enchanted returns the favor right back towards Indiana's goal here. Pablo having to now save it, gets a nice epic save off of Enchanted's shot on goal there. Hydrus now waiting for Pablo in the back line in case Duck goes up for it. He does indeed. MST instead takes it. Never mind, Hydrus does actually take it. I thought he would be holding back there. Enchanted now off the back wall. It's in neutral game at this point. MST does get it onto their side, although the movement does send him back to his own. Plain does tip it up nicely, although Hydrus has the boost to counter it off there. MST takes it onto the corner there. He has a perfect lineup shot if they can take it, but Indiana's team is not there. Enchanted gets back in time just enough for Indiana to not have a shot on goal there. MST comes in off the wall there. Enchanted having to go back. Pablo missing at the tip there, and Hydrus now is having to play against the back line there. He does get it, although it goes right to Enchanted. This could be a shot on goal. It hits the crossroad and back into Enchanted for a Purdue goal.
Yeah, I just thought he missed that initial shot there, but he played it perfectly. Fantastic play, 50 by Plain there to set that shot up, but he puts it off the post, passes it back to himself. That's going to be a first goal in this series, putting Purdue up 1-0 in game number 1. Both teams look pretty solid so far. A lot of double commits coming out from Purdue. It's a bit concerning defensively, but doesn't matter if you're not getting punished, and IU hasn't been able to do that yet. So as we move into this one, we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left back in this game. Pablo going to bring it into the corner, but Plain on it now. Looking to play into the middle towards Duck, ends up just kind of popping it up high. Hydrus all over that one, but good demo by Plain means that there might be a chance for a Purdue player to rotate in. If it isn't the case, that pass can be cut off by Plain in the midfield. Looking for the double, just going to throw it back into the IU corner. As we just get back into this 50-50 game in the midfield. Each team trying to vie for some offensive pressure. A long shot, thrown down, great pass from Enchanted down to Duck. That's going to be goal number 2 for Purdue.
At this point, I mean, we're seeing the rivalry just skyrocket here. I would not be shocked at the end of this game to be seeing steam blowing out of their noses. I mean, honestly, it's a great teamwork coming out from Purdue. Indiana is not there in enough time to actually deny any of the attacks that Purdue is going out here with. Enchanted now going over MST's head, although using too much boost, and Pablo is able to get it right over top of him. Plane is now having to get it right past MST, which he does fine. He gets it also right past Hydrus. It's a pretty wide open net if they can get it over Pablo. At this point, we do have a demo from Plane, although the ball does get away from IU's goal there. We have Enchanted now countering it back toward, although MST sends it up. Can he get it in for Doug? He does not. Plane sends it toward Pablo, who then sends it back towards the goal. We could see Hydra send it in there. It goes right off the top, although Enchanted takes it out of the net and away from their possibility for another goal there. Pablo going back. He's going back. Doug sends it off the back wall. And now Hydra is now sending it back towards it. At this point, it is another game of tennis here. They do have a possibility for a flip reset. He gets it off the back wall, although nobody else is there. Enchanted going for the demo instead, and Pablo just carrying this.
Yeah, Purdue's gonna be really happy here just to take these solo plays. They're obviously in the lead. They got that 2-goal gap. There's only about a minute left in this game, just over at this point. So these solo plays are gonna waste a lot of time, but I saved that, playing with a dominant challenge in the midfield, absolutely reading the play out by Indiana, putting that one in the back, and that's going to be goal number 3, and probably wrap this one up nicely for Purdue. There is just over a minute left. Like I said, I still got plenty of time to try to get back in, but they really haven't had a lot of offensive opportunities since Purdue got that first goal in this game. It's not looking super threatening from them on this offensive half. So looks like Purdue is going to probably just wrap this one up. Good demo again by Plane. Plane's just been an absolute powerhouse when it comes to the offensive demos, and Enchanted is going to tuck that one away for goal number 4.
I really like what you said there with Plane. Plane knows all of the plays, but you also said wrapped it up, and his profile card is actually Christmas lights. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but you made it work very nicely there. At this point, we're now starting out for a 50-50, and Purdue does take it there. Hydra's having to play it, although he does get it over his head, and it goes right past MST. Hydra stopped the ball, although he could not get it out away from their goal, and Duck just gets it right in between him, and MST does not get enough time to take it away from the goal there. It's now 5-0 Purdue, Indiana.
Yeah, looks like it's pretty much of a one-sided rivalry here. IU really not in this game. They're down 5. It looks like a dominant performance here from Purdue early. Let's see if the game continues this way as we head into game 2 shortly. But still, 30 seconds left here. Looking for a consolation goal if you're Indiana, just to get morale going, get things moving. Hydra's going to have an opportunity to play it off the back four, but Plane gets a decent read there. Still, double commit from Purdue means that there's going to be late to the rotations on defense, but a great read off the backboard means Enchanted gets to play this one all the way down into the Indiana corner, wasting more time off the clock. And what's basically a formality at this point as this game winds down in the last 15 seconds.
I mean, this is kind of what we were, at least going into this, looking back at last year, this is kind of what I expected. We saw Purdue versus Ball State in the finals there. Ball State was able to take it to the end here, but I expected nothing less from Purdue here against Indiana than to just absolutely roll through them here as they are just trying to get through this, get as much practice in before they take down Ball State, or at least try to, and Purdue now takes the win for this game here.
Look, I got nothing to complain about here. Obviously, I'm not trying to show any biases, but this giant P on my hat may kind of give it away. But big Purdue fan, this is a great way to start the series if you are Purdue. Absolute dominance, offensively, defensively, literally no opportunities for IU. The only thing that I would be a little bit worried about is issues with communications. There seems to be a lot of demo commits coming out from Purdue, but again, it doesn't matter if you're creating opportunities like they are. I
mean, again, like I said earlier, I think there were more points in demo that game than there were in goals. We did see a lot coming from Purdue. That does seem to be one of their at least major strategies, is just kind of get IU out of the way, and the best way to do that is run at them at 80 miles an hour. So when your car blows up, I mean, what can you do? There's no defending the goal after that. Yeah, I mean, again, can't defend if you're literally not on the map. So no. It's a great strategy. Obviously, demos, again, becoming extremely prevalent in the modern meta. It's definitely a resource that you need to use and abuse if you want to be a high-level team. And Plane, most notably, the one just kind of leading the charge there, always seeming to rotate through on those first man rotations, get the goalie out of the net, and create opportunities for his team down the field. Now, let's be honest here. IU didn't put a lot out there to make things hopeful, make things exciting. I still think there was plenty of opportunities that they could have taken. I think they deserved a goal or two. It just seems like things weren't clicking right away. And it might be just a little bit of being a little bit slow, but it looks like we're actually back into this one already.
And Enchanted be on the back wall here, looking to make a stop against Mist. He does. To bring that one to the side wall. The Hydra's on it now, playing it towards the middle of the field. Again, we're just trying to see a little bit more offense, and that's what we got here from Pablo. Beautiful double tap off the pass, off the backboard from the Hydras. And that's gonna be goal number 1 here for IU. Great start compared to what they had last game.
I mean, we do need to remember that IU has actually had a game to warm up compared to Purdue. Purdue was put into the second round of the bracket here. IU had to fight their way through IUPUI. And though, as I say that, Pablo comes in for a second goal. Indiana, at this point, 17 seconds in and already 2-0 lead. I don't know if this, maybe last game, that could have been a fluke.
I'm going to hope it's not, but I also would be very welcome to a more even matchup here. I think both of us want to see a good series out here. I think IU fans, Purdue fans love to see close matchups between these two teams, and it might be delivering that right now. And oh my gosh, these demos are high flying. I feel like we're seeing cars blow up left and right. It's no mercy between these two teams. And yeah, I guess the rivalry transcends esports and sports themselves. Just got to be physical, got to show dominance, and they're doing that right now.
Ooh. I mean, Pablo is on the assault at this point, and again, he does it with plane. I don't think, he gets there right in time to stop it. I cannot believe the amount of demos we are seeing. It feels like Indiana and Purdue are in a fist fight right now. They're just demoing left and right. The full assault on the goal. Duck does one onto MST. The demos left and right. At this point, it is a game off of demos and less off of positioning and communication.
Hey, I mean, I think good demo plays require a lot of good positioning and communication, and right now it seems like the only thing that actually matters is how well Pablo is. He's kind of popping off this game, already 2 goals in it, almost got a third there with that flip reset. He's looked fantastic. I think he's definitely the star of this roster. He's a fantastic player, and he's put that one in the top right-hand corner. No one from Purdue could reach that one, and that's going to be goal number 3 for Pablo, goal number 3 for IU, and a great way for them to just pull away in this game number 2 and try to tie this series up.
Although we are getting back into this now, Indiana now with a 3-0 lead. Comparing this to last game, we were seeing a Purdue dominance. Indiana seems to be returning the favor. We might see another goal here. It was very close. Enchanted on the saves today are crazy. Enchanted is playing defense like a maniac right now. Plane takes it up, although it barely hits the top crossbar there. MST goes up. Hydra tries to take it from him as he doesn't have enough momentum there. Duck off of the back, while he also gets a demo onto Pablo, followed up by a goal. He absolutely ripped the ball from his mouth as Enchanted just sent it in.
That's a great play. Absolutely how he drew it up. Waterfalling that one off the top. Little bend in the ceiling there, down to Enchanted, and picking up the demo on the way to secure that one. That's going to be the first goal for Purdue. And let's see if they can get back into this one, make it close.
Although right here we are seeing again another demo from Pablo. Duck taking it up here, trying to savor all of that boost. Although Hydras, he does get it on the ground and away from him. They do have to waste one of the jumps to take it up. Right now it's just Enchanted versus IU, and they get it around him, and Payne with the assist. They are bringing this game back.
It's a fantastic solo play from Enchanted, getting around Pablo somehow, getting it off the backboard, playing with a wide open net. He'll take that every day of the week. Smash that one home. It's 2-3. There's still 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. There's already 5 goals. It's looking like a high-scoring affair between these two teams. I don't think either of them plans on stopping anytime soon. One thing I will notice is that since Purdue got that first goal, it seems like the demos have slowed down from IU. They're starting to adjust really well, but I don't know what the heck just happened there. Pablo's going to get his 4th goal off of the weirdest goal I've seen so far in this tournament.
I think he missed.
Just kind of whipped. bad flip. I mean, where's bro going? I don't know. I think my boss at work, who's goal 3, can save that. So it doesn't matter. We're back in it. It's gonna be a 2-goal lead for IU off that mistake. Let's see if Purdue can get back into it. But that's pretty soul crushing off the momentum they had built leading up to that point.
When you say you don't have bias, I was not expecting you to absolutely just start trash talking your own team. but I'm all here for it. I love this. I love going the back and forth here. MST with a great save off of the setup from Payne there. They get it right over Enchanted Head. It's just MST versus Duck, although not anymore with another demo. Hydras returns the favor on to Duck. Right now it is 2 of Purdue's members. They get it off the back wall, but he doesn't have enough boost to get there. The double tap could have gone through if he had the boost there. Payne does get it in another position for Duck, although it seems Duck got a bad bounce off the ground there. It's now just Hydras versus Purdue's team here. Enchanted kind of backs it off into their own team there. MST faked out Enchanted, although Payne was right there to get it around. Pablo is now just sitting back, waiting there. We see Hydra send it towards their goal. Pablo now moving up. Duck sends it back, but Pablo is right there. They get it through the corner. Enchanted's right there as well. The boost plays here are crazy. He had like 9 boosts there and went into the stratosphere. It is insane the plays we are seeing from this. Plane is sending it up. We could see something here off the back wall. Enchanted and Duck are there. It's still off the back. We could see it go towards mid here. We do. It goes towards it. Could Payne take it? Ooh, so close.
Yeah, fantastic pass there from Enchanted. Good reading of the play, just couldn't connect into the net there, playing just a meter off. It's tight margins here. There's a minute left. They still need 2 more goals to tie this one up, and a long shot all the way down the field. Doesn't seem like it's going to catch Duck out, but it's going to waste a lot of boost and waste a lot of time that Purdue really can't afford to give up, as Pablo has some space now that Plane got knocked off the field again. A great demo, and he's going to get that one pass in Chan, and that's going to be goal number 5. And again, 3-goal lead here. It seems insurmountable at this point with 44 seconds left in the game.
Like we've been saying this whole time through this entire broadcast, the adaptability of these players is great. We are seeing Indiana, they come back from a 5-0 to a now 5-2 in game 2 here. Pablo just bumps his own teammate out of the way there, gives Payne an opportunity to get around Hydras. Is he there in time? He gets it over. Oh, MST gets it right out of the zone. Duck now sends it back right into there. Hydras gets it right around. 30 seconds now left on the clock. They bump it into a bad position here. Duck sends it back. IU is not there in time. It could go off the backboard here. MST is there again. He uses the rest of his boost, although passes it perfectly over to Pablo. He barely misses the double tap, and Hydras has the opportunity to send it back into a scoring position here.
Yeah, look, last 10 seconds of this game, doesn't really look like Purdue can really do anything at this point. Maybe grabbing one for the road, but it's been a rough one for game number 2. Still, Chan with a chance, but with a save. I mean, MVP performance by Pablo. You know, scoring all 5 goals for IU in that game, making some fantastic defensive plays. He was an absolute menace, dropping 963 points in the lobby. I mean, that's a fantastic performance. You couldn't ask for more. Now, the one thing that I do notice is that these hands are rated E for everyone in this lobby, all right? These demos are coming out all the time. The physicality is absolutely insane. We're seeing demos left and right. We're seeing air dribble bumps. It's just a mess, and I think it's screwing up everybody's rotations. And I think that's why we're seeing such a flip-sided score line. All right, it's going to come down to momentum. Who can keep their mental? All right, it's really hard to stay focused when you just feel like you can't play the game half the time. But let's see how things develop going into game number 3. Let's see if Purdue can recover, or if IU can keep the momentum up.
We do see now Pablo getting it over the head of Plane here. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it isn't. It's Pablo with another goal right off the start. 7 seconds in, right over 1, right over 2. The third cannot get there in time, and Pablo, the beautiful butterflies, like the butterflies that are probably in all of the Indiana watchers right now.
Mist and Hydras jump in. You are currently in the backpack, being absolutely massively carried by this fantastic performance by Pablo. He is going off the rails. I mean, 6 goals in 2 games, literally all of the offensive presence from IU right now. I mean, he just cannot stop scoring. It is insane. Now, let's see here. Let's see if Purdue can create something. They got some offensive pressure here on Enchanted with this pass up to the middle, but Mist gonna have that one played out to the midfield, playing, waiting patiently, seeing if he can turn, try to find a pass, but nobody there, low on boost, so still, no one from IU really wanting to challenge that ball. They're just kind of letting it float out in the net, playing it rather slowly. It seems to be working out. Tiger's going to flick that one across. It's going to get to Enchanted. Enchanted just going to return the favor, throw it back into the IU corner. You see, again, Mist downfield getting demos, even though there's no offensive pressure around the ball. Enchanted getting bumps everywhere. I mean, like I said, physicality is the name of this game between this matchup. I have no idea what these guys ate for lunch, ate for dinner, but they just can't stop throwing hands, and oh my gosh, Miss barely got that one over. Put that one bar down. That's goal number 2. It's a second air dribble goal for IU in this one. And this crossbar is absolutely working perfectly for IU. It is blessing them with a goal left after right. I don't know how much they're paying it, but it's returning dividends.
We're seeing Plane go up here through the middle now. He misses the ball just a little bit. It gives MSD the chance to go up, although Enchanted is right there. Hydras takes it from Enchanted there. Plane going up for it a second time there. Hydras beats him to it. MSD beats it to Plane as well. Duck now getting it in front of MSD, although MSD just has enough boost to get right in front of it. Pablo now going over the head of Enchanted. Can he get it off the back wall for his teammates there? He can, but Hydras versus Plane does not work in his favor. The 50-50 is lost in Enchanted's favor there. Duck now sending it back towards his goal here. He's getting ready to defend it. Plane gets it past him. Can he get it past Hydra? It's towards the corner there. It's going to go for it. Back off the back wall here. Pablo gets a nice tip up, and Hydra absolutely bumps Enchanted into the wall there. Plane gets a nice save off of a long goal from Pablo there. Hydra's off the back wall, off the top wall. We could see a nice flip reset here. We do. He misses it just a little bit. MST gets a nice shot around 2 of them, although Duck was there just in time. Pablo now off the roof there. Duck gets a nice shot away from his goal here. Hydra's coming in for another goal. We're ready for this. We are ready to see what IU has to bring to the table again, and we're ready to see what Purdue can do. Pablo, I don't even think he meant to get that demo at that point.
Yeah, Purdue needs to get one on the board here. It's been 4 goals unanswered. It's been about 5 minutes since they've last scored. And let's see here, Plane flicking around in the middle. Enchanted gonna have some time now, trying to play it down to Duck. Duck just too slow. Pablo gonna bring it out, gonna be able to grab that mid boost. Here he goes on the solo play. Look for the double touch. Can't get it. It's going to fall down to the middle, though. Hydra's with a decent shot, but a good save by Duck. It's going to go across net, harmlessly off the post. Plane going to carry this one all the way downfield. He's got time. He's got space. He's got teammates in the midfield. Can't get past Pablo, though. And that's been the story of this series to this point. Pablo has just absolutely taken over, and Mist cannot stop. That's a great shot in the top left-hand corner. That's goal number 3 for IU, and Purdue just looks absolutely out of it after game 1 in this series.
I think what we're seeing from Indiana here is a lot of shots on goal in a position where Purdue isn't actually comfortable. We're seeing a lot of air dribbles off the crossbar. We're seeing a lot of shots on net in the corner, and a lot of the time, Purdue isn't able to get there in time, and Indiana may have recognized that. They go for another one, although Enchanted, why did I say that, does get into an uncomfortable position and gets that ball out of the net there. Hydras goes up for it, although it turns out neutral. MST gets it. He sends it towards Purdue's side just a little bit. Pablo comes in. It's actually a triple commit here. Duck saves it from all 3 Indiana members, and now Enchanted has free reign to take it towards their net as Indiana University has to just retreat into their goal there. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like the ball glitched a little bit. Duck now sending it towards his goal a little bit. Enchanted ready to take it along the wall there. He gets it away from Hydras. He gets it off the back wall. Pablo sends it right to Plane. It's off the top of the wall there. Duck comes in. MST is right there ready for it. Enchanted sends it towards the mid-ground again. Plane now combating Hydra. It doesn't really work. They combat MST as well. And right now it's just a neutral game, and we're seeing a lot of back and forth from the Purdue and Indiana. I think we need to see more demos.
Yeah, there's not been a lot of physicality in the last few minutes, and it's kind of ended up in a deadlock in the midfield. But I think this is good for Purdue. I think you need to slow it down, get some more offensive pressure, some sustained presence, because what's killing you right now is the counterattacks. You just haven't been able to keep boost control, and IU's just been able to run all over you. As I say that, another long shot down the field, good save by Enchanted. So they just need to figure out how to get themselves in it. They just need to slow it down a little bit, play their game, see what they can do. But Hydras is making it tough. He's been making it really hard to carry the ball down the field. He's been looking for demos left and right. He's been trying to get Enchanted out of the midfield when he can. And that's a good strategy, but now Enchanted's got a lot of time and space. Goes for the flip reset, just gets a little too bit far from his car. Duck with a shot, it's gonna be off the post. Pablo gonna push this one to the side. Enchanted, again, burst to it. Gonna play it down into the middle, pinch off the back wall. It's gonna go high, but Mist is there. There's 9 seconds left. You need 3 goals. It's not going to happen. It's gonna be game number 2 in favor of IU. So they go up 2-1 in this series with a 3-goal win, 3-goal lead. And it looked easy for him. I mean, Purdue has not had offense in a hot minute after they score 5 goals in game 1. It just seems like everything seemed to fizzle out for them. Not entirely sure what's up. Hoping things change, but I don't know. Going to game 4, IU's on match point.
I mean,
something soon.
I'm debating whether the first game against IU was genuinely a fluke. We saw a lot of what IU is weak against from the Purdue team here. Although coming into these third, fourth, and now fifth games as we get into this, I am not 100% sure how well Purdue can attack the IU defense here. We're seeing it a lot of the times on Purdue's side, especially right now. Pablo goes up for it. We could see another early goal from the IU team here. Duck playing it into the midfield. Hydra's not there. MSP takes it just instead, but Plain goes up for it again. He goes down. He misses it. That would have been a perfect goal there for Plain. He barely misses the front of his car there. It could still be a goal. It goes off the back instead. MSP is ready. He just needs to get it over Plain, and he cannot, although it does get sent towards the rest of his team there as it goes back towards his side. Pablo is always on the defense and the attack here. Enchanted could go up for it. Plain tries to, although the IU defense gets away from it just in time there. Pablo now against Enchanted. Same with Hydras. Duck is there, ready for Hydras. And we're seeing a lot from the Purdue side, a lot of good offense, although Indiana University is great with that defense. That is a good pinch off the ground there towards Purdue's goal. Hydras goes up for it. He doesn't have a lot of, yeah, sorry.
You're good, you're good. Yeah, no, just not a lot of boost there on the IU side, and a good pinch over the middle means that Purdue's gonna get a little bit of pressure, but it hasn't really amounted to anything yet. There's been opportunities here for Purdue that just haven't been clinical with them, and I've seen a lot of pre-jumping come out from this IU team. They're feeling confident, they're ready, they're reading what Purdue is doing, and it's not allowed a lot of wiggle room for offense for this Purdue side. But as I say that, this one comes off the back wall. Hydra's on it now, played across for a teammate, gets it up high, Plain though, going to take it into his own corner, just see if he can follow it up, but it's going a little too early, but a good 50 means it's going to go all the way down to the IU half. See what Pablo handles this. Does very, very well, but again, going to kick out to Enchanted. Some good opportunities for this Purdue team possibly forming, but cannot connect with teammates. Just kind of weak shots towards the net. As I say that, Plain had a decent opportunity, but a good save by Hydras. It's going to deny that one, keep this game level at 0-0. With about under 3 minutes left in this game.
Hydra's now going. Plain tries to combat it here. MSC is ready for it, although Duck sends it over his head. At this point, again, it's a lot of back and forth. I think Purdue is kind of adapting, understanding what IU does, and they're just playing a good defense, looking for a weak point in IU's defense here, and they're trying to get it on their side as much as possible, forcing IU to play defense instead of forcing Purdue to play in a position maybe they're not too comfortable in. They get a shot near net, Duck having to go back for it. It goes off the back wall. It gives it the possession to Duck. Hydra sends it up just a little bit, although Pablo gets it off the back wall towards Hydra. This could be a team play here. It goes off of Payne with a great save. MST is trying to get back for it. It goes right underneath the other players there. Enchanted now having possession of this ball. They send it towards net here. Pablo having to get underneath it here. Plain now sending it back towards it. They are trying to keep this on IU's side as much as possible. Duck gets a nice shot on net, although Pablo was there. That's what Purdue needs to do. Although it may just have worked in their favor, it does. Pablo gets a shot as Purdue is not back in time as they commit too hard to the play. It was a great tip off of the wall and right into the little curve in the net, which puts it right in the goal.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think you understand how insane that shot was. That was just sheer mechanical brilliance from Pablo. He's just continuing his reign of terror against Purdue right now, and it's looked great. The only thing I have to say is Purdue hasn't looked too confident to send players forward on offense. They're playing a lot more deeper because they've been caught out so many times, but now it's gonna be an open net. Duck's gonna have a shot on. It's gonna be a tie game, 1-1. Let's go Purdue. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left, they're gonna tie this one up. We got ourselves a game, folks, in number 4, match point for Indiana. This is where it matters. Purdue needs to win this if they want to send to a game 5 and have a chance to go against Ball State in those winner side finals.
Purdue had a great chance off the start of that kickoff there to go for a goal, and they did end up getting it. A lot of the times, you don't see those off of the start. You do see sometimes where players will give up the ball to go for better positioning and boost. Although a lot of the times in the pro play, they don't need that much boost to actually work their magic with the ball here. So you won't really see too many times where the players won't commit to the kickoff there, although it did work in Purdue's favor. Pablo accidentally kicking it off towards his side. Duck has the boost to go up, although Hydras gets there right in time before Duck can send it down. Enchanted barely missing it, giving Hydras the chance to go right over Plane, sends it to MST, and it's a great goal off of Plane. They send it off the curve in the net once again and over the top of Plane.
Yeah, this was a fantastic pre-jump by Mist, just absolutely trusting his teammate to get that ball across. And, you know, that probably was an own goal by Plane, but that's like impossible to read. That's really hard to make that save there, and, you know, no fault to him. That's going to be the second goal for IU, and this could be the goal that wins them the series off a fantastic team play in the middle of the field. But Doc going to have a fantastic flip reset, but Hydra's going to deny him. Ball's getting worked back into the middle. Good 50 from Enchanted. Pablo on it now. He's going to play it slow, try to keep it out of his half, try to win it through the midfield. He's got some great challenges, and Hydra's going to take this one over now. Just waste more time off that clock. There's 30 seconds left here. Purdue needs a goal, and they haven't been really to score. I mean, they've only had one goal in the last 2 games, and here it goes again, playing up, but missed. Good clear. Pablo on it, can play out towards the midfield. Hydra's going to have at least a chance for a shot, but Enchanted denying that. See here from the solo play off the ceiling, goes for the flip reset, plays it low, but both Pablo and Mist combine for a decent pitch all the way down into the Purdue hat.
They got 10 seconds left on the clock here. MST goes for a commit, although they were there in time. We do see Enchanted gets it away from Pablo. We could see a possible overtime. Enchanted sends it to a teammate. It was blocked. That could have been it. It was great. They still have a chance. It's sent towards their goal. MST, however, sends it back towards Plane. Can they keep it up? They cannot. Indiana accelerates themselves right into the finals against Ball State here.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected this result after that game 1. I mean, Purdue just looked absolutely dominant and then just lost it like that. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but good for Indiana. They're going to move over to Ball State in the finals. Very tough opponent. Purdue is going to move down to the losers bracket. They're still going to have a chance to play in Grants. They just have to, you know, win out. It's a long journey, going to be a long path, but, you know, hopefully they can succeed. Obviously, hoping myself, but good performance from both teams. Very, very high mechanical skill. I think it was probably one of the most entertaining series so far on the day, but we got more Rocket League coming towards you in the future.
Yeah, as in the future, we mean in probably the next 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. So we'll be back in exactly 10 minutes to give you some more Rocket League action here at Battle for Indiana. Excited to see more of that coming to you soon. But right now, we're going to kick it to a break. See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.